Hey y'all, it's Neecey and welcome to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be a knotless braid maintenance nighttime routine. So I'm going to take you guys through this. I want to show you guys the products that I like to use for dry, sensitive scalps. And this is a 1 month update as well. So as you can see, I'm starting off by just trying to loosen up any product buildup, or in my case sometimes this is dandruff or probably it's like borderline psoriasis. But we're not diagnosing ourselves over here. We're not self-diagnosing. We're just going in and making sure to get any type of dandruff or dried skin up off. I'm just loosening it up because once I get product on it, it's probably going to be hard to get off. The next thing I want to do is to wet a rag and just go in to get any of my like edge control or any type of gel that I use to slick down my edges that day. I want to go in and get all of that extra product off of my skin. Okay, you're just gonna go ahead and wipe it off. It doesn't hurt. I'm rubbing very gently, okay, very gently here, okay. And this whole video is going to be in real-time speed just to show you guys what I currently do. Right now I am at 5 weeks and your girl is so proud of herself. This right here is some dry wash. So I like to use this specifically with this hair. This is my first time getting this color braids. This is color 30. I typically am a 1B type girly, and with 1B I don't really worry about my hair poofing up too much because it's going to blend in. Now with this 30, my hair is like a 2. So my ends are going to puff up and stick out, and I don't want that. So I'm going to use this dry wash foam, and I'm putting it directly on my scalp, trying not to get it on my ends where my ends are in the braids. And this right here is going to help clean or cleanse my scalp. We want to make sure that we're still taking care of our hair while it's in a protective style, because if we don't, it's really not a protective style, it's just a style. So what we're doing is going in here and just getting any of the buildup off, any product buildup. Once again, very lightly, very gently removing this. And the towel is wet. Y'all right there, I thought I heard something, but we're gonna keep on going. So just making sure to get any of the excess product out. This also is going to help get any buildup off of my braids, y'all. This is why I love this product, and I love it because I don't have to sit here and go in the shower like I typically would, because I would go in the shower with my whole entire hair, shampoo, condition my hair like normal. That's what I would do if I had 1B or 1 braids, but I got these 30s and we're not going to do that. And I'm so proud of myself because, like I said, I'm at week 5 of these braids, and typically after week 2 or 3 braids come out. But I want to keep these, and now my goal is 2 months, so fingers crossed we can make it there. But we got to make sure that my hair don't start popping out too much, because once it does, I will take these things out, okay? So like I said, I'm just going through here and getting any excess product out. As you guys can see, I'm going to make sure that I do my whole entire hair. But look at this, y'all. Look, that's what I'm talking about. My ends are starting to pop out, but it's not too crazy right now. So we just gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep these braids in because they actually look really good, especially once I style my hair for the day. But like I said, I'm gonna do my whole entire hair. And while I'm doing this, I am going to show you guys some pictures of what my scalp typically looks like before I got this routine. So this routine has really helped my hair because I have a sensitive scalp. Typically after a week or 2, I have a lot of sores and scabs, a lot of dandruff buildup on my scalp. And that's really the main reason why I would take my braids out so early. But after doing this process and getting my hair and my scalp really used to it, I haven't had that problem. And I'm so happy that these products that I use have been working. So right here you can see my scalp looks nice and clean, and we're going to the next step. So I'm going to use some of this Shea Moisture. We're going to use the anti-dandruff leave-in, and this right here is one of the game changers that I've used once I have braids. Anytime I have braids, I'm putting this on my scalp, okay? I do this probably 2 or 3 times a week, just going in, parting my hair or going with whatever the parts are and putting it directly on my scalp. Now that other product that you saw, I do like to use it. It's the cream. I'll use it sometimes if my hair feels a little dry, but I definitely go in with this one at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll go in with the cream one maybe once or twice a week. Especially I like to put that one on my edges so that my edges aren't super dry. So those are 2 of my favorite Shea Moisture products to put on my scalp. I've learned to not really go through my whole head putting oil on it, because I just think the oil just led to my scalp being crazy and wonky like in some of the pictures I've already shown you. So I've learned to just use these 2 products, and my scalp has reacted so well to it. I do still use oil on my edges, but I do not use oil throughout my whole entire hair when I have braids. So that was one of the big changes that I did make. So like I said, just going through my whole entire head, putting this on the parts, and then I'm just kind of spreading it out so it does go into some of the bases of the braids. And yeah, it feels really good. It's like a gel consistency, or not a gel, but like more of a liquidy product. So I like that, and I make sure to put it on my edges as well, because my edges are very fragile, I will say that. So I have to make sure that I'm taking good care of them so that they don't break. I get a lot of single strand knots in my edges, which also leads to them breaking off. And so I just need to make sure that it stays moisturized, and also want to make sure that I'm not getting too much dandruff or any type of sensitive reactions on my scalp, specifically on my edges. So we're just making sure that we go through here and we do this nice routine. With this routine, I will say I do not use the foam weekly. I'll use it as needed, but I will make sure I go in with my Shea Moisture products at least 2 to 3 times a week. While we wait on me to get through this step and get to the next one, I just want to say, y'all, these braids right here have been the best. I went to a local African hair braiding shop, and these right here are chef kiss. Like this color, this is the first time I ever got this color. I said before, this is color 30, and I got it throughout my whole entire hair. These are just small knotless braids, and this is my favorite, absolute favorite style, like all time. I've been there before to the same hair braiding shop, but this color just set it off. I got so many compliments and still get compliments to this day with these braids, and I absolutely love them. Only thing I can say that I didn't like was that I went in and I asked for waist length, and my hair was touching my thighs when I left. That's not waist length. So the next time I'll probably just ask for like regular length, and then maybe it'll be around waist length. But I'm not the girly to have my hair touching my knees, my thighs, or the bottom of my booty. So I did go in and cut them. Next, we're gonna go in with a little bit of oil. You can kind of do whatever you want here, like whichever oil you want. I'm just using some jojoba oil, and this is where I'm going in to moisturize my edges. This right here is going to limit the amount of single strand knots that I get in my edges, and also just because I touch and manipulate my edges pretty much almost every day just from styling them when I go out. So I want to make sure that I'm nourishing them and giving them the proper treatment and care that they deserve, because we're trying to make sure that they continue to grow and that they don't go missing. So I like to put that on, and then I'm just going to get to the next part, which is tying up my hair, making sure that I tie my hair up every single night. I tie it up with a satin scarf, and then I'll go over that scarf with a bonnet. And one thing that I've found that works most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, is just to tuck the front end of my bonnet into the tied part of my scarf, and that typically will keep it hanging on for most of the night. Like I said, it's not foolproof. It will come off still sometimes, but it stays on most of the night. And this is my nighttime routine for my knotless braids. I hope this helps, and see you next time. Bye.